Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of the trading on the web app. I don't know what to call the name of the series or whatever. If you have any ideas, comment below. But first, the very first thing that you should do is you should get your active squad and you should list all your gold players that you don't want to play with and all the silver players that you don't want to play with and whack them on your transfer list. It's all about getting coins. Oh, that was good. It's all about getting coins early. You don't really, it doesn't matter how many, just you need money to make money. So if they've got anything special about them, for example Perisic, 80 pace, 80 shooting, put them up for a bit more than just over 300, and if not, put them up for 350. So for example, Mexa, even though he's in the League One, he's not for a great League One team, and he's from a country that no one really knows. It's definitely African, I'm not quite sure which. Mozambique, there we go. The Mozambique team isn't exactly known for its incredible players, so he is going to be a start price 300, buy now 350. Now I got Romando. These are where the things come in because I think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the MLS stat wise, so he's worth a bit more than a normal shiny silver would be, so I put him up for a start price of 450 and a buy now 500. And now you get into your silvers, and the same thing essentially happens, but I was really overpriced as Junior Dutra because he's got 82 pace, he's nearly 70 shooting, he's Brazilian, and he's a striker. So he's already going to be an inflated price because he's a silver striker, which is people want to play with silver strikers because with momentum and stuff in FIFA, like, you win all the time. And he's Brazilian, and they've recently wiped out the Brazilian league, so there's not very many Brazilian strikers left, especially silver Brazilian strikers. So I went start price 600, buy now 800. I list them all up for an hour. I'll do that 3 more times and then I'll start dropping the price a little bit. But I honestly do think Junior Dutra is going to suffer quite a bit. Beckford obviously is Jamaican, no one really wants a Jamaican team, but he plays in the Championship. So his people like silver Championship teams and such, so his price is a little bit high. But then you see players like Gassama, he's from Cameroon, is that? Senegal, sorry. It's in League One, it's not a big team, it's not a big league. Unless you want to play with like Zlatan and stuff like that. So he's just a start price 150, buy now 200. Now if they're in a bad league and they're not a great country, you can still put a buy now of 250, a little bit more than average, if they got some defining stat. For example, this Ontivero has 80 pace, so people are going to kind of, if they're looking in that league, they're going to look at him and be like, oh, he's a player I want to play with, and buy him, especially if he's cheap. But just above market price, because everyone's got a little bit of money, but no one except for people who've like bought FIFA points and have got money from packs and such is going to have a great amount of money. So he can be, he's worth more than the 200, but not much more. And now this is the thing when it comes to bronze players, no one really wants a bad bronze team. However, they do want bronze teams because you can buy a full team for like 1.5k. So you want to look at all your bronze players, and you want any with over 70 pace go into the trade pile. Any from a decent league. So for example, this bronze player here has 76 pace, so he's 62 rated, 76 pace. He's not really from a decent league, but people might pick him up just because he's got 76 pace. So you want that start price 150, buy now 200. Benin, for example, he plays for Walsall, which I think are in League One. And he's got over 70 pace, so if anyone's looking for a cheap League One team, they'll be attracted to him. And same with Sibach. He's in the Australian Bundesliga. He's the Austrian Bundesliga, sorry. And there are some deals to be made in there, cheap silver teams and whatnot. And he's got 80 pace, which is big. So if people want a bronze team with no chemistry, they'll look for him. So get him up to start price 150, buy now 200. And now you have to look at your consumables. Consumables at the moment aren't worth much, except for position changes, for example, right mid to right wing. But if you got like a pack and you've got three chemistry styles, then most of them are only worth 200. For example, this Sentinel, you won't be using these until FIFA comes out, so you can get them out of the way at the moment just to get that coin pile up. Because if you take one thing from this video, is that you need coins to make coins, so you want to get rid of everything you can. So get rid of the Sentinels, get rid of all your player chemistry styles, get rid of your position changes, keep the contracts, obviously keep the healing cards, but anything that isn't essential, go on the trade pile and sell them. I'll have it a little bit at the end of the video where all these have sold, and if some of them don't, obviously I'll tell you that, and we'll show you my cash pile. As you can see here, all the gold players that I put sold for 300 and 350, which is pretty basic. I was right with Romando. I knew it'd be worth a bit more, but I was wrong with Junior Dutra, who I went down from 500 current bid to 200, and that's when he sold. I was right with Beckford being a bit extra as well, but and all the rest with 200. Most of the silvers sold, and one of the bronze players. You don't really expect the bronze players though. So I didn't sell all the silvers, obviously there's a few more here, and the 2 bronzes, and a Giroud, who I picked up for 800 coins, and I think this will sell overnight. Anyway, as you can see, the cash pile's now nearly 7k, and it's still the first day of trading. It's not quite where I wanted to be. I wanted to hit the 10,000 coin mark, but you know, some days you just find deals, some days you don't. But if you want a little piece of advice with how to trade on the web app, on the first day, what I've been doing is just going to the transfer market, went to the Barclays Premier League, or the Bundesliga, or Liga BBVA, quality gold, max price, maybe 850, and search, and find gold, find rare gold players like Arbeloa or Areola. Iriola. Trying to pick them up for maybe 700 coins and then resell them for just above a K. It's not much, but you're not going to get much more than 500 coins profit per player, as you can see. So that's been it with day 1 trading from the web app. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that it kind of helped you out with finding out how to trade on the web app. If it did, leave a like down below, and do not forget to subscribe, as there's bigger and better things on the way. I have been the Mr. Guy Awesome. I will see you in the next video that I make. See you later. Oh.